I can feel the tension just looking at this. But a new play now on at the Crow's Theatre is telling the tale of the sometimes, let's say frequently, outrageous experience of buying a home in the city.
Yes, this play is called The Bidding War, and it's running now at Crow's Theatre until December 15th. And joining us live for a look at what you can expect are stars Aurora Brown and Gregory Waters. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I do apologize for my voice. It's as bad as Toronto's housing market right now.
Yeah.
So
it's all right.
Let's start with the play. Aurora, this is pretty a wild satire, and you play the ethically questionable real estate agent Blaine.
It's true.
Who actually ditches the person, the buyer,
yes,
to put a bid in yourself. What attracted you to this play?
Well, it's a little bit like art imitating life. My husband and I bought a house. We managed to buy a house earlier this year, and the whole world of real estate is really, it's really fascinating. It gets you, like everything about your own self-worth and where you're going to go and what your life is going to be is all wrapped up in it. And so the subject matter was really interesting, and also it's really fun playing. I don't know if Blaine is a villain, but everybody thinks of her as a villain, and it's a pretty fun part to play. I will say that.
Greg, tell us a bit about your role, and if any of this relates to your own personal life in terms of real estate challenges, perhaps.
I mean, I think Charlie has way less challenges than I do. He's in a good position. I mean, he's a model / performer / influencer. And, but I mean, I can definitely relate to him feeling a little like out of place. I would feel like I've never been to an open house. I would feel really strange coming into this environment where people like clearly have they've looked at 10 houses and they're really comfortable, and like you know exactly what's going on, and he's just so naive. So I can definitely relate to that for sure.
Yeah, naive and, earning his income from his OnlyFans account.
Exactly,
Which is like a reality for so many people these days. We laugh, but it's like you need that side hustle to afford a place in Toronto, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think for Charlie, it's like he has access to money in a way that like so many people don't because
of this.
So many
actors don't.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, makes you wonder, should we be getting OnlyFans?
That could be a good answer.
But the whole thing, I mean, the way it was written, right, it just, it like you said, it captures and encapsulates so many different sides of the coin on this here. But, the market has changed a little bit, but bidding wars are such a reality here. Like, do you almost feel like you pulled your hair out when you were reading the script, just thinking like of how insane it can get? It
really does get insane. I think at first you think like, oh, this might be like a mild comedy of manners, people going to an open house, but it gets really intense.
Yeah.
And because it's this one day in the life of this house, and people come in and this bidding war erupts, and it's people from, a variety of walks of life. You have a boomer, you have Gen X characters, you have like Gen Z, the millennial couples just trying to get their starter home. Yeah. And people get so desperate. And I don't know if all the stuff that happens in the play would happen in real life in one time period, but our realtor who consulted on the play, Nikki Skinner, she read it. She's like, yeah, this is
sort of ripped from the headlines. Almost, eh?
Yeah. People do get desperate.
Very true to life. And Gregory, people know you as Dax on Letterkenny, but I said Kennedy. But this is your first stage show. So what's it like being in front of a live audience? I mean, you guys do 8 shows a week. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, obviously, in that there's no second take, right? So, but I think there's a lot of similarities. I mean, like, it's a comedy, which I feel pretty comfortable with, and it's a great cast, like a big cast too. So you have like a lot of support the same way you do on Letterkenny. A lot of really funny people to bounce off of.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, I think we have a great time. I have so much fun doing the show, and it's so nice to get that shot at it every day,
Yeah. It's funny that when you're watching comedy on TV, it can be amazing, and that's one thing. But it's something really different being in a room with a big cast who are all so talented, and then a big group of people, and everybody just kind of losing their minds with laughter all at once. It's kind of amazing. Like we've had, like the opening night audience, I think was a lot of homeowners, and then we've had other shows where there were students and they lost their minds.
The different reactions. It hits home.
It's therapeutic after the whole pandemic and people being alone. It's kind of amazing to be in a room with like everybody just laughing so hard.
All right, feels like quite the real life experience. Listen, Aurora, Greg, appreciate meeting you today. Good luck with the bidding war. Runs through December 15th, I believe, at Crow's Theatre. Okay, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you so much
for having us.
Thanks.